France. Just the word makes you think of so many things. We picture pretty streets, the smell of warm croissants and cute little cafes. The Eiffel Tower, so tall and elegant, reaches for the sky. The Louvre Museum holds famous paintings and sculptures people have loved for years. France is definitely beautiful, but underneath all the pretty stuff there's something else. It's a side of France tourists don't usually see. It's a France dealing with tough problems. Paris, the city of lights, is especially attractive. Everyone thinks of it as a romantic city, but there's a darker side too. If you walk around, you'll see people sleeping in doorways. These are people without homes, and it's a growing problem even in this fancy city. It reminds us that even in a country known for helping its people, some still struggle. The numbers tell a sad story. Thousands of people sleep on the streets of Paris. Why? Lots of reasons. No jobs, mental health problems, and the high cost of living. Whatever the reason, seeing homeless people in Paris makes us look past the shiny surface and see the real problems. Even in the most beautiful cities, there are still dark corners. Paris is where all the tourists go, but France is a big country. Outside the busy city, there's a part of France people forget about. It's a France where things aren't so easy. Small towns, once important to the country, now struggle with poverty. Families have a hard time and their problems are often forgotten because everyone is focused on Paris. The difference between city life and country life in France shows a problem lots of countries have. People move to the city for jobs, leaving the small towns with fewer people and not enough resources. This makes the problem worse, creating a country where some people have a lot and others have very little. You don't often hear about the people living in poverty in these small towns. Their struggles are very different from the fancy things we think about when we think of France. But these forgotten places are part of the real France. To really understand France, you have to look past the fancy stuff and see how some people struggle. The Seine River, famous from movies and paintings, flows through Paris. Tourists love to visit it, but this beautiful river has a secret. It's polluted. Plastic bottles and trash float on the water, reminding us about pollution even in beautiful places. The air in Paris is also a problem. Lots of cars, especially during rush hour, put bad stuff into the air. People are trying to fix it, but it's still dangerous. Walking along the Champs-Élysées isn't so fun when you think about the dirty air. Paris's pollution problems are like what's happening all over the world. We love to see beautiful places, but we also need to think about how we hurt the planet. Sustainable travel, which is becoming more popular, encourages us to think about our impact and make good choices. Paris is exciting and romantic, and millions of people visit every year, but be careful. Some people try to trick tourists to get their money. These tricks can be small or very bad. One trick is when someone gives you a friendship bracelet or a little gift. Then they demand money. Another trick is when someone spills something on you, and while you're distracted, their friend steals your stuff. It's good to know about these tricks, but remember that most people in Paris are nice. Don't let a few bad people ruin your trip. Be smart, be careful, and you can have a great time in Paris. Traveling helps us learn about different cultures and see the world in new ways. But remember, travel isn't always perfect. Behind the pretty pictures, there are real problems that we don't always see. If we know about these problems, we can travel with more understanding and kindness. Next time you visit a beautiful place, look past the surface, talk to local people, learn about their lives, and listen to their stories. You might be surprised by what you learn. Traveling isn't just about visiting famous places, it's about connecting with people. Let's travel with open minds and open hearts. Let's see the beauty of the world and understand its problems. When we see the whole picture, the good and the bad, we become better world citizens.